Chapter 2. I am pushing a rusty wheelbarrow in a town where the air smells of blood and burnt flesh. The breeze brings the faint cries of those whose last breaths are leaving their mangled bodies. I walk past them. Their arms and legs are missing. Their intestines spill out through the bullet holes in their stomachs. Brain matter comes out of their noses and ears. The flies are so excited and intoxicated that they fall on the pools of blood and die. The eyes of the nearly dead are redder than the blood that comes out of them, and it seems that their bones will tear through the skin of their taut faces at any minute. I turn my face to the ground to look at my feet. My tattered crepes are soaked with blood, which seems to be running down my army shorts. I feel no physical pain, so I'm not sure whether I've been wounded. I can feel the warmth of my AK-47's barrel on my back. I don't remember when I last fired it. It feels as if needles have been hammered into my brain, and it is hard to be sure whether it is day or night. The wheelbarrow in front of me contains a dead body wrapped in white bed sheets. I do not know why I'm taking this particular body to the cemetery. When I arrive at the cemetery, I struggle to lift it from the wheelbarrow. It feels as if the body is resisting. I carry it in my arms, looking for a suitable place to lay it to rest. My body begins to ache, and I can't lift a foot without feeling a rush of pain from my toes to my spine. I collapse on the ground and hold the body in my arms. Blood spots begin to emerge on the white bed sheets covering it. Setting the body on the ground, I start to unwrap it. Beginning at the feet, all the way up to the neck, there are bullet holes. One bullet has crushed the Adam's apple and sent the remains of it back to the back of the throat. I lift the cloth from the body's face. I am looking at my own. I lay sweating for a few minutes on the cool wooden floor where I had fallen before turning on the light so that I could completely free myself from the dream world. A piercing pain ran through my spine. I studied the red exposed brick wall of the room and tried to identify the rap music coming from a car passing by. A shudder racked my body, and I tried to think about my new life in New York City, where I'd been for over a month. But my mind wandered across the Atlantic Ocean back to Sierra Leone. I saw myself holding an AK-47 and walking through a coffee farm with a squad that consisted of many boys and a few adults. We were on our way to attack a small town that had ammunition and food. As soon as we left the coffee farm, we unexpectedly ran into another armed group at a soccer field adjoining the ruins of what had once been a village. We opened fire until the last living being in the other group fell to the ground. We walked toward the dead bodies, giving each other high fives. The group had also consisted of young boys like us, but we didn't care about them. We took their ammunition, sat on their bodies, and started eating the cooked food they had been carrying. All around us, fresh blood leaked from the bullet holes in their bodies. I got up from the floor, soaked a white towel with a glass of water, and tied it around my head. I was afraid to fall asleep, but staying awake also brought back painful memories. Memories I sometimes wish I could wash away, even though I am aware that they are an important part of what my life is, who I am now. I stayed awake all night, anxiously awaiting for daylight, so that I could fully return to my new life, to rediscover the happiness I had known as a child, the joy that had stayed alive inside me, even through times when being alive itself became a burden. These days I live in three worlds: my dreams and the experiences of my new life, which trigger memories from the past.